All right, everybody, welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about and understanding how hard wallets work. Because I actually found a very funny report that came out from Bloomberg, and it's about how the feds seized $311 million worth of Bitcoin, but somehow it got hacked. Which, if you see, that's actually in parentheses because there was actually no hackage that went on here. It's simply that the Fed didn't understand, I guess, how a hard wallet works. So if you don't understand how one works either, it's completely okay. The Fed doesn't either, but I don't know if they know all the time what they're doing. But anyways, what happened here is basically somebody created, was essentially laundering money. It's a Bloomberg report. I can't get access to it at this exact moment. But basically, this guy was he was essentially laundering money, and he made all this Bitcoin. And when the feds finally tracked him down, which because blockchain's not anonymous, and then they basically took his hard wallet into possession. And a hard wallet looks just like this. It just looks like a USB stick. Now, while it was in the custody of the Fed, there was Bitcoin was being transferred out of the actual hard wallet, and the feds were left bamboozled. Well, and they ended up I guess Bloomberg writes that it was hacked, but like I said, there's actually no hackage that went on. So you just have to understand simply how hard wallets work. So within crypto, right, these are these things called wallets. I mean, they're just like your regular wallet, except for they're digital, right? So you have these things called wallets, and this is where all of your crypto is stored. As you can see right here, we have an example of a wallet. We have Bitcoin, we have ETH. Now, whenever you want to send that out of your wallet, all you do is say, hey, you obviously come up with a transaction. You say, I want to send 1 ETH to this address, and then you submit that transaction. And historically, what happens is it'll go right through. Once you say, hey, I want to send 1 ETH to this address, it'll get uploaded onto the blockchain and it will execute that transaction, right? So what a hard wallet does is it simply adds a layer of protection when you are sending funds. It's what I like to call a physical layer to your transaction. So in the case of a hard wallet, if you store your funds in a hard wallet, which I'm going to talk about in a second, if you send your crypto to an address that's connected to a hard wallet, it almost works like a two-factor authenticator, which in the last probably week, I've heard about 2 people that lost a significant amount of crypto because they didn't have a hard wallet. And this is why it's so important to have a hard wallet, because it is a form of two-factor authentication, which, by the way, if you have a digital identity, if you have any social media, emails, anything digital, your Coinbase account, everything that you should have should be hooked up to two-factor authentication, because we live in a day and age where there's data gets leaked all the time. Facebook, Google, Amazon, all these sites are getting hacked all the time. And there are actually sites, and even Google will tell you if the password that you're using for an account is somewhere on the dark web. Basically means it was hacked and some malicious person shared it somewhere on the internet, right? So that's the reason it's so important to set up two-factor authentication. And a hard wallet is essentially that for your crypto. All it does is that when you want to send that 1 Ethereum to somebody else, it will send it to a physical device that kind of looks like this. And you actually do have to put in a PIN. You can create a PIN number to log in. And then once you get logged in, it says, do you confirm this transaction? And then you actually have to hit 2 little buttons. There's 2 buttons on these hard wallets. And then guess what? That'll give it the final stamp of approval in order for it to be sent to the blockchain. Blockchain. And then that's when the transaction actually gets executed, when it gets recorded on the blockchain. Well, the mistake that so many people make, and the mistake that the feds made, is that they assumed just because they had the hard wallet that they had full control of the Bitcoin, which in a sense is correct, right? If you have a hard wallet And what's the funny thing is that they didn't know the pin code. So they just had this hard wallet sitting in storage and they didn't know the pin code. So they weren't able to actually tap in and move the Bitcoin out of that particular hard wallet. So the way hard wallets work though, and this is how every wallet works. Every wallet comes with what's called a seed phrase. And this seed phrase is essentially your master password to the crypto. Let me repeat that again. Every wallet comes with a seed phrase, and that seed phrase is the master password to the assets on the wallet. Now, if you don't actually know what your seed phrase is, or if you don't have a seed phrase, that means you theoretically don't own your crypto. This is what we saw happen in the terms of Voyager and Celsius. Those companies retain the actual master password and seed phrase to the crypto. And that's why when they shut their doors, people weren't able to withdraw because they don't have true free and clear control of their crypto. Well, this seed phrase is actually what controls the crypto. So it's the crypto, and this is what people mistake, but the crypto is not stored on the actual hard wallet. This is simply a verification mechanism, meaning it's just saying, hey, are you sure you want to do this? And then you sign off and say, yes, I'm absolutely positive that I want to do this. And the reason this is important, because if somebody, let's just say, some guy in a hoodie were to hack into your computer and gain access to your wallet or even your Coinbase, they could theoretically send that money to whoever they want. They could send it to their own wallet. Whereas if you have a hard wallet, even if somebody were to hack into your wallet or your Coinbase or this is not specific to crypto. This is anything. It could be your Gmail, it could be your Facebook. We have all these accounts getting hacked and taken over. One of the persons I mentioned had their Instagram hacked and had their wallet hacked at separate times. But nonetheless, this is happening all over the place. This is why you need two-factor authentication on everything, including and especially your crypto, because that's your money. But anybody can hack into any digital service that you use and send out false messages that aren't actually you. They can send your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your crypto to a wallet that's not yours, and you lose control. So that's the reason you want to have the hard wallet. But what's most important is that you maintain control of this seed phrase, because your crypto is not tied to the hard wallet. It's actually tied to the seed phrase. And so what happened in the case of this hard wallet that got hacked was this person's brother actually had the seed phrase. And so what they did was they had another hard wallet, and they basically just imported or recovered. Let's type that out. They basically just recovered that wallet into a new hard wallet. And then guess what they did? They ended up transferring. They said, send XYZ, send BTC to XYZ. So they were able to recover, because they had the seed phrase, they were able to recover this wallet address and a different hard wallet, and then essentially move that Bitcoin out of the hard wallet that the Fed had. And so that's how hard wallets work. Crypto is stored to the seed phrase, which is connected directly to the blockchain. The hard wallet is simply a form of two-factor authentication. You have to confirm before you send something out of a hard wallet. You do have to confirm that through the hard wallet that you actually possess. But even if you lose the hard wallet or somebody steals it, you can always recover that wallet into another hard wallet. It doesn't even have to be a hard wallet. I mean, you can literally put it into any hard wallet and then move those funds over to another wallet. That way it's not compromised or exposed. So that's how the Feds got played. This is how sometimes people get played. But that is how this actually works. So make sure you get a hard wallet if you own crypto. If you have enough in crypto to where you feel like if you lost it, it would be a gut punch, definitely get a hard wallet. And if you need help, don't hesitate to reach out, YouTube it, reach out. We're more than happy to set something up. Anyways, hope you guys learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. I trust that you learned something here, and I do trust that you enjoyed it. And I will see you again another time for another lesson. Talk soon.